Dear learners, I am going to deliberate on family Magnoliaceae. Let me introduce myself to you. Myself, I am Dr. Jyothi Supar, working as Associate Professor, Department of Botany and PG Studies, Government Science College Autonomous, Ruputunga Road, Bangalore. Let us look into the systematic position of family Magnoliaceae. As per Bentham and Hooker system of classification, Magnoliaceae belongs to division Angiospermae, class Dicotyledonnae, subclass Polypetalae, series Thalamiflorae, order Ranales. As per Engler and Prandtl system of classification, family Magnoliaceae belongs to division Embryophyta Siphonogama, subdivision Angiospermae, class Dicotyledonnae, subclass Archiclamidae, and order Ranales. Now let us look into the distribution and size of this family Magnoliaceae. So it comprises nearly 12 genera and 230 species, which are found to be distributed in the tropical and the subtropical warm temperate regions of northern hemisphere. They are also found in Eastern Asia, Eastern North America, Brazil, West Indies, India and Malaysia. 36 species have been reported from India. Now let us look into the general characteristics of family Magnoliaceae. Habit: plants are deciduous or they are evergreen, aromatic, trees or shrubs. Rarely climbers are found. Oil glands are found to be present in the stem as well as the leaves. Root: it is very extensive taproot system and it is highly branched. Stem is aerial, erect, woody, branched and cylindrical. Leaves, they are simple, evergreen, petiolate, alternate. Then they have got a leathery texture, so they are called as coriaceous and stipulate. The leaves have got entire margin, acute apex. Here what happens is the stipules, they protect when the leaves are in the bud condition, and as soon as the leaves unfurl, these stipules they fall off. Such stipules which have got a very short span, they are called as caducus, and when they fall off, they leave a scar behind. Now this is a pic which shows the Michelia champaka. So this is a flowering twig. Here you can see that the leaves are petiolate, they are simple. Then you can find that it shows reticulate venation, entire margin, acute apex. Here you can see the flowers are borne singly, so it is described as solitary cyme type of the inflorescence. Now this is a pic which shows the elongated floral axis. The thalamus, in case of family Magnoliaceae members, it is not flat, but it is very much elongated, and hence it is called as elongated floral axis or elongated thalamus. Now here you can see that the stamens are present towards the lower part of the floral axis, and at the apex of the floral axis the gynoecium, which is made up of many carpels. These carpels are free, and hence it is called as apocarpous gynoecium. These carpels are arranged in a spiral manner on this elongated floral axis. Similarly, about the anthoecium, it is made up of many stamens, and these stamens are free and they are arranged in a spiral manner on the elongated floral axis. Now this is a pic of a single stamen. Here you can see this stamen has got a very short filament. Then you can see the anther, which has got two anther lobes, and you can see that the connective is extended far beyond the anther lobes. So it is called as a distended connective. Sometimes these anthers are also referred to as adnate. This is a pic of the carpel, a single carpel. You can see that the style is very small and the stigma is very simple, and here you can see the lower part of the carpel you will find about 2 to 3 ovules which are present on the parietal placentation. This is a pic of a single seed. And this is a pic showing the iterio of follicles in case of Michelia champaka. And this is the floral diagram of the flower of Michelia champaka. Now let us look into the floral characters. Inflorescence, it is solitary sign, and it may be terminal or it may be axillary. Flower, as you can see in the pic, the flowers are large and showy, as in case of Magnolia, Michelia, Fraseri, etc. They are pedicellate, they are complete, they are regular, actinomorphic, bisexual, hypogynous, and they are fragrant, and they have got a elongated floral axis. Perianth, in case of family Magnoliaceae, we see that the calyx and the corolla are undifferentiated, and such a whorl is called as the perianth. The members of the perianth are called as the tepals, and since they look like they are colored and attractive like the petals, therefore this perianth is described as petiloid perianth. So these tepals, the number of them may vary from 6 to 18. They are present in whorls of 3, and they are free from each other, therefore they are described as polyphylous. So they are polyphylous, they are all alike, they are petaloid, they are arranged in whorls of 3 on an elongated floral axis. Let us look into the androecium. Stamens are many, they are free, they are spirally arranged in beautiful series. The filaments are short, anther lobes are linear, adnate, dithecous with a prolonged connector. So these are the anthers. Gynoecium, carpels are many, they are free, so described as apocarpus gynoecium, superior, spirally arranged on an elongated floral axis. This thalamus is also referred to as gynophore, and they are present above the stamens. Now each of this carpel has got 1 to 3 ovules on parietal placentation. Style is short, stigma is simple. So you can see the elongated floral axis. These are the perianth, and these are the stamens, and these are the carpels. The floral formula, you'll find the regular flower, bisexual. Perianth may be 6 to 18. Androecium many, free. Gynoecium many carpels, free and superior. Now let us discuss about the fruit. The fruit is of aggregate type. Iterio of follicles, as you can see in the pic over here in case of Michelia champaka, or it may be iterio of berries. Sometimes even samara type of fruit is found in case of Liriodendron. Seeds, they are suspended by funicle, and they have got bright or orange testa. So these are the seeds, and the seeds are endospermic, and it is an oily endosperm. Pollination is entomophilous, that is because of the large and attractive as well as scented flowers, and dispersal of the seeds is by means of birds and monkeys. Now let us look into the distinguishing characteristics of family Magnoliaceae. Plants are deciduous or evergreen aromatic shrubs or trees. Leaves are simple, alternate, stipulate, petiolate, reticulate venation, presence of the bud scales. Inflorescence is solitary cyme. Flowers are trimerous, large, showy, pedicellate, complete, actinomorphic, bisexual, and hypogynous. Floral parts, they are spirally arranged on an elongated floral axis or elongated thalum. Androecium stamens are many, free, anthers dithecous and adnate. Gynoecium, carpels are many, free, apocarpus, spirally arranged on elongated thalamus. Fruit, iteria of follicles or berries, and this is the floral formula. Let us look into plants of economic importance. Michelia champaka, it is commonly called as champaka or sampige. It is grown as an ornamental plant, and it is a source of volatile oil. It is used in perfumery as well as in cosmetics. Another plant is Magnolia grandiflora. It is also grown as a garden plant. It has got beautiful sweet scented flowers. Magnolia acuminata, the wood of this plant is used in making toys, then tea boxes, and for furniture. Liriodendron tulipifera, it has got beautiful scented flowers. Wood is used as timber for furniture. Scizandra grandiflora. Here the fruits are edible. Elysium verum. This is our star anise plant, which is called a chakramogu. It is used as spice. Essential oil is also extracted. Drimys winteri is grown as an ornamental plant. This plant has got red brown bark, which is medicinal. So these are the pics of some plants. Drimys winteri, Liriodendron tulipifera, you can see the beautiful flowers. And Magnolia acuminata, you can see such beautiful flowers. And this is Elysium verum, the star anise plant. Let us look into the economic importance of family Magnoliaceae. Medicinal importance. The dry roots of Michaelia champaca are used as purgative. Flowers and fruits are carminative, and they are also used in some renal problems and venereal diseases like gonorrhea. The bark of Drimys winteri is used as an astringent as well as a stimulant. Elysium verum oil is used in colic disorders as a medicine. Elysium griffithii, the fruits are used as condiments for flavoring curries. Then timber. The wood of Michaelia excelsa, it is commonly called as white wood. It is excellent commercial timber. Michaelia acuminata, Manglesia hookeri, Michaelia bailani, Michaelia dotsopa, Pachylarmax pleocarpa. These yield valuable timber which is used for millwork. It is used in furniture, it is used in musical instruments and also in toys. Ornamentals. Magnolia and Michaelia. Species of Magnolia and Michaelia bear very species of Magnolia and Michaelia, they bear very attractive white colored and yellow colored fragrant flowers. The flowers of Michaelia champaca, they are used by women to adorn their hair, and these flowers are also used for worship. Similarly, Michaelia champaca, it yields an oil which is referred to as champaca oil from the flowers. The camphor obtained from the wood and scented water is obtained from the leaves. So this is the session summary. These are the references that have been used for preparation of this presentation. Thank you.